Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. MapleStory is serviced in many regions. Most of those regions have exclusive content and rules that apply to only that region or server. Today we're checking out a MapleStory server that is so broken, so pay to win, it is by far the worst MapleStory experience you could have. Unless you have a really fat wallet, of course. I'm talking about MapleStory China or CMS. I've been doing research and it's quite hard to get a good grasp on all the strange and different mechanics this server has. Most of the information of this video is based on what I found online, so please do keep in mind this might not always reflect the current status of MapleStory China. One of the more crazy things that I found is that in CMS the damage range never went above 999k, even after 5th job was released. Well, it actually can go higher, but you'll need a special item that will increase your damage range by 10k every time you use it. Just how insane is that? This item can be gained through events and of course you can buy it. Just imagine getting hard capped unless you grind like crazy or whip out your wallet, all to grind just as the game actually wants you to grind. I saw some players mention online it costs around $40 to increase your damage range by a merely 100k. That's just crazy, man, and we're just getting started. MapleStory global meso rates for star forcing are way higher than, for example, MapleStory Korea, and personally I really dislike star forcing, but I'm so happy that I'm not playing MapleStory China. Here to star force you can't use mesos, but you need to get an additional resource called star tokens. You can get those from bosses, special portals, or you can pay for them of course. But things get worse. Here's a screenshot that was smuggled out of China. Their 21 to 22 star rates are as following. 10% success chance, 76.5 chance to reduce and 13.5 chance to blow up. For comparison, in MapleStory Global, for the same stars, we have a 30% success chance, 63% chance to reduce and 7% chance to blow up. Man, even after 13 stars, the success rate just drops to 20% and it only goes down from there. Seriously, those rates are crazy. But hey, no worries, in some servers you can buy 20 star scrolls that can be bought for around 11,000 yen from other players, which is around 1,500 US dollars. So you can always just go for that, you know, no problem. To make things worse, in MapleStory China, bosses have the worst drop rate out of any other MapleStory server. Most Maplers have to get their items through gachapon or other random boxes because the bosses just don't drop them. These items can also have additional special effects, such as additional scroll slots, creating an even bigger rift between payers and non-payers. The effect of flames is also reduced, granting way less bonus stats than in other servers. Q packs are more expensive than most other versions as well, and arcane weapons aren't even released. This is why most CMS players still use their Fafnir and Absolute gear, because they just can't get anything else. And to top it off, prime potential lines have a really low chance for appearing on your second and third potential lines, costing players a ton of cubes just to get that triple prime line. You know, suddenly MapleStory Global isn't that bad anymore. By the way, if you're also suddenly very happy that you're not playing in MapleStory China, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And there's more, this server just keeps on giving. I feel so bad for the MapleStory China players. Like, the max amount of character slots players start with in MapleStory China is 4. And there is no way to get more character slots. Like in this server, the additional character slots always get removed from event stores. It costs around 30 yen to unlock a new character slot, which means it costs around $150 to get 40 characters. Some time ago there was a bit of a mess up as well. There was a server merge, and if you had 4 characters on one server and 2 on the other, they got merged and then you would have 6 characters, right? But each server only has 4 free slots. So what happened was that 2 of your characters became unavailable and Maplers had to pay to unlock them again. This of course caused a really big outrage, and I do believe it was fixed later on, but only after very heavy complaints. Apparently MapleStory China also has a crazy big hacker problem. There are VIP servers for spending players where they can play without having to deal with all those hackers. I even found a video of a hacker getting banned with over 20 clients open. What the hell? This reminds me of that really old Chinese meso farm video as well, that was also crazy. The next thing I want to touch on is pretty common in most online games in China and in the East. But there's a penalty if you play too long. You play for 4 hours, boom, 50% EXP reduction. 5 hours, 100% EXP reduction. The only way to avoid this is to connect your ID to your account so you can prove you're above 80. That's pretty crazy. But hey, at least MapleStory China has 6 ring slots, like almost 1 for each finger. What do you think about MapleStory China, and do you have some other crazy or really good experiences from servers that you would like to share? For example, I still remember the 100 attack medals from MapleStory Europe, the mass bans that happened in MapleStory C due to exploits, and of course the server problems and crashes that happened during the Double Miracle Time event in MapleStory Global. Leave your experiences in the comments. I'm just so baffled by This man, poor MapleStory China players. Anyway, many thanks to our members for making this video possible. Thanks to Quin, Niels the Coninck, Raar maar waar, Zenny, Chen125, Rarefum, Sebastian Hanoi, Will Askov, Jeff Wang, INKC, Pinky Traveler, Sound Gooey, Zephyr Gaming and FLX. If you would like to be mentioned here as well and get early access to new videos, check out the join button below this video. As always, thanks for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!